There's basically 3 types of dog breeding. There's, well, 4. There's purebred breeding, which is the easiest to be good at. There's random ass mixing, mongrel breeding, which is the cheapest to do. There's mixing mixes that already existed. Shepsky, for example, German Shepherd, Wolf, Damascus, this and that and the other thing, has all been there, done that. The hardest thing is creating something entirely new. You have to think about this for a second. There's 2 things that created dog breeds: legendary men and cultures. These legends who created breeds. The idea of knowing what is in a dog is something that did not exist to them. Think about that. When they're creating the German Shepherd, there was no such thing as a Malinois. There was no such thing as a Dutch Shepherd. There was just Continental Shepherds, which were a vast array of farm dogs across Europe, and they were taking specimens that they liked and putting them together, generation after generation after generation. There was no, what breeds are in this? From those Continental Shepherds, other breeds exist now today, different than a German Shepherd, same base of dog. So this idea of, well, this is in a dog, this is in a dog, this is in a dog, is irrelevant. That's just a modern luxury to be able to know what breeds are and to be able to DNA test and know what's in things. That was not something that existed. That's why I always say, breed the dog, not the breed. And that created all dog breeds. It's about the dog. It's such a foreign idea nowadays. Even though there's people doing it, there's people doing this, that it doesn't matter what the dog is. It doesn't matter for 1 second what breed a dog is. It's entirely made up. I don't know if you're familiar at all with lurchers or familiar at all with band dogs, but familiarize yourself with them if you're going to get into mixed breeding. Because it's one of those things where it's interesting, it's curious what's in a dog, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. If you have some guy you go hunting with and his male dog is catching every rabbit it sees going 40 miles an hour, you may wonder out of curiosity, what the fuck's in it? That's the same with band dogs. Guess what's in this dog? What made up this dog? Why does this dog look this way? Those are all just curiosity things. At the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. If you go to someone's house and they have this beautifully structured, gorgeous dog who's doing its jobs, you're gonna go, okay, I'm gonna put my best bitch on that dog and hopefully I get a fucking killer out of it. I'm gonna see if I can get something even better. You want the best one. That's dog breeding at its core. And that's how it's always been. Right? Forever. I want you to think about something. This idea of breeds being a certain way, doing a certain thing, having a certain temperament, incompatibleness, it's not real. It's fake. We have to rid ourselves of the myth that it matters. There's a general idea of what a breed does or doesn't do, but it's not the end-all be-all, and it certainly is not the way that mixed breed dogs should be bred. The dogs are segregated to the point where it's hard to get an exact replica of what's perfection without using lots of breeds. It just is. Malinois, German Shepherd have really good bites, but their bites aren't super hard because their heads aren't very wide. Bull breeds have a harder bite because they're wide heads. Congos also have a gentle stop. How do you create a dog that has a shallow stop and a wide head, but also is shepherd-like, right? How do you create a dog with the muscle of an American Bulldog or a muscle of a Pit Bull, slap it on a Greyhound, and then mix it in and give it a Congo Bulldog head with the coat of a wolf and the ears of a wolf? You're talking about a fucking machine of an animal. Like nothing you've ever seen. It's not easy to get all the traits that you like, specifically, because it's not a fucking mix and match game. It's not a Mr. Potato Head game. It's fucking really hard. If you just use things like Huskies and Malamutes and German Shepherds, you're never going to get that. Ever. breed the dog, not the breed. I'm going to breed the best dog. I don't care what it's called.